Hi all and welcome back to Next Stage Designs with me Sylvia. In today's video I am going to show you how to crochet these very easy and beautiful crochet ruffle slippers. So for today's slippers, I will be using this Aran weight yarn, also known as worsted weight yarn. So for slim fit style, I'll be using 4mm hook. But if you want these slippers to be a little bit loose, you will use 5mm hook for these slippers. You will also need a yarn needle, a stitch marker, some pegs or clips, and also a tape measure. So first we are going to start with the magic ring. Hold your yarn end like so, wrap it around your two fingers and create a cross. Go under this first one, on top of the second one, pull it down and twist your hook and go back under this one here, like so, yarn over and pull through the loop you have on your hook, like this. And this is your magic ring completed. So once you have your magic ring and this chain of one, we are going to chain one more. So now we have magic ring and a chain of two. This chain of two is not counting as your first half double crochet. So simply just ignore it. And now in this magic ring, we will place 10 half double crochet. To do so, you are going to yarn over, insert inside your magic ring like so, yarn over and bring it up. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops like this. And this is your first half double crochet. Place your stitch marker so you know where is your very first half double crochet. So altogether we will need to place 10 half double crochet inside the magic ring. So we have completed first one. Now we are going to place a second one. So we have 2, 3. You can close it a little bit if your ring is too big, like this, so it's easier to work. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the last one 10. So now we should have 10 half double crochet inside the magic ring. Just make sure and double count it like so. So we have 10 half double crochet inside the magic ring. For sizes 3 to 8, place 10 half double crochet inside the magic ring. For sizes 9 to 11 or men's sizes, place 12 half double crochet inside the magic ring. So now once we have placed our 10 half double crochet inside this magic ring, we can close our ring completely. Now ignore this chain of 2 and we will slip stitch on top of this very first half double crochet where we placed our stitch marker. So insert your hook like so, yarn over, pull through and pull through the loop you had on your hook like so. And chain 2. Again, your chain of 2 is not counting as your first half double crochet. So for this round 2, we will be placing 2 half double crochet in each stitch around. Ignore this chain of 2 at the start. So where is your chain of 2 coming from? In that space right here, you will place your first 2 half double crochet, so your increase. Every time I say increase, it means 2 half double crochet into the same stitch. So this is my very first half double crochet in this round 2, and into the same place you will work 1 more half double crochet. So you have your first increase in this round 2, and for this round 2 we will work 2 half double crochet in each stitch around. And because we started with 10 half double crochet in first round, we increased by 10 for this round 2, so we should have 20 stitches in this round 2. So simply place 2 half double crochet in each stitch around for this round 2, all the way around. Once you come to your very first stitch here, we will slip stitch on top of the first half double crochet. And I am at the end of round 2, and I will place my last half double crochet like so to finish my last increase. Now we are in round 2, and because we started with 10 half double crochet in round 1, in this round 2 we should have 20 half double crochet, so we increased by 10. So for round 3 you will have 30 and so on, so we'll be increasing each round by 10. So to finish this round 2, we are going to ignore the chain of 2 and we will slip stitch on top of the first half double crochet like so. Let me do it one more time. So slip stitch to close your round 2, chain 2, and now we are ready to start round 3. Before we start round 3, make sure we will tighten the end like so to close our gap in the middle completely. So for round 3 I chain 2, and for this round 3 we will do increase first, so it means 2 half double crochet into the same stitch. So we will ignore this chain of 2 and we will work right here your first increase. Into the next stitch you will work only 1 half double crochet. Into the next you will work increase, so 2 half double crochet into the same stitch, and that's how we are going to work all the way around. 2 1 2 1 2 1, and in this round 3 we should have 30 stitches. So we will work our first increase, so 2 half double crochet. So work your first one and place the stitch marker, and into the same place you will work 1 more like so, and now you have completed your first increase for this round 3. Into the next stitch you will work only 1 half double crochet. Into the next stitch you will work 2 half double crochet, so your second increase, and so on. So you will work like so, 2 1 2 1 2 1 all the way around for this round 3. And I'm finishing this round 3, and I am going to slip stitch on top of my very first half double crochet where was my stitch marker. So simply insert your hook like so, pull through and work your slip stitch. Now chain 2. So for this round 3 we should have 30 stitches. And now we are going to stop increasing. For the round 4 we will work only 1 half double crochet all the way around, and we should have a little cap like this. Now you will place this little cap on your foot, and if it covers your first 4 toes it will be slim fit. If it covers 5 toes it will be loose fit. Or if you need a bigger size you will simply add 1 more round of increasing. So that's what I have for my size 5, and it covers my first 4 toes. So it means I will stop increasing now, and from now on I will just work 1 half double crochet in each stitch around. So where is my chain of 2? I will work my first half double crochet because the chain of 2 is not counting as my first half double crochet, and I will place a stitch marker. Work one half double crochet in each stitch around. Now I am finishing this round 4, and as you can see, I only place one half double crochet in each stitch around. So as you can see, my first 3 rounds were my increase rounds, but the 4th one I stopped increasing, and my 4th round was only half double crochet in each stitch around. So slip stitch on top of your very first half double crochet like so, and again you try on your foot. So you will repeat this around for one half double crochet in each stitch around until you reach the front of your ankle. So simply start each round with chain of 2 and work your half double crochet in each stitch around until you reach the front of your ankle, as I'm showing you in this very short video. So I have completed the front part of my slipper, as you can see, and altogether for my size 5 I have done 20 rounds. You work as many as you need for your size from the top of your toe until you reach the front of your ankle, as seen on this photo. Now I decided to create a ruffle. If you don't want the ruffle, you simply turn this slipper so the seam is at the bottom. But because I want this ruffle, I will be working under the seam in the front because I think it looks really nice. So if you don't want it, simply turn your slipper like this. Skip this part where we will be creating our ruffle and join us later on. So if you want the ruffle, you will simply turn it like so, and now we will work on the ruffle from the top all the way down to a second or third round. So somewhere here. So simply just turn it like this so the seam is nicely in the front, and we will start to work from the top all the way down, and then we will work all the way up. So our last stitch should be in round 3, and then we will go all the way back up where we started. So here we will create our ruffle, then we will work on the heel part, and then we will finish the slippers. And now we will work on our ruffle. So I chain 2. Now in each round we will work under the seam where we were finishing each round. So the seam we created with the slip stitching in each round. So yarn over and go under the seam like so, and work your first half double crochet like so. Now the row below, you will do exactly the same. Again, work under that seam and work half double crochet like so. And you will work like this in each round. So the seam is working, it's the slip stitching we have created at the end of each round. So now we are working under that seam until we reach the second or third round. It's totally up to you how low do you want to go with your ruffle. So now we will simply continue working like so. Under the seam we will place one half double crochet in each round under that seam like so, all the way down. And now you will decide if it's all the way down to third round or second. As you work, it may be a little bit tricky to work under that seam, so you will simply roll your slipper like this, so it's easier to hold it while you work on your half double crochet under that seam. As you can see here, it's a bit tricky, But as you roll your slipper, it's much easier. So work your way like this all the way down to your second or third round. It's totally up to you. And I am nearly at the bottom of my slipper, as you can see, and I am working just last few rounds. And now I will finish in the second round. I decided if you want, you could finish at third one or second one. It's totally up to you. So now I am going to chain 2. This chain of 2 is not counting as your first half double crochet. Before we work on our ruffle, I just want to show you what we have so far. So we prepared this first round where we were working in each round half double crochet. So we prepared this row for our ruffle. So now we are going to chain 2 and we are going to work ruffle. So we will work a ruffle in each stitch. Now if you want your ruffle to be more wavy, then you will place 5 half double crochet in each stitch. If you want it less wavy, you would place about 3 half double crochet in each stitch. So the more half double crochet you place in each stitch, the more wavy your ruffle will be. The less stitches, the less wavy your ruffle will be. So I decided to go with 5 half double crochet in each stitch across, and this chain of 2 is not counting as my first one. So I will place 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 half double crochet. Into the next stitch I will place again 5 half double crochet, and I will do so in each stitch across to create my ruffle. And you will see your ruffle will be curling like so. So if you want it more curly, you could place more half double crochet in each stitch across. So I think 5 is just perfect number for this ruffle, but it's totally up to you how many you will place. The more you place, the curlier it will get. The less you will place, the less curly it will get. So you will simply work like this, 5 half double crochet in each stitch across. And make sure your stitches are nice and tight. So continue all the way up to your last stitch here. So I am finishing here, and as you can see we have this loop here. So it was our chain of 2 at the start, and under that loop I will place 5 half double crochet as well to finish this very cute ruffle. And now I will find the next stitch right next to the ruffle like so, and I will slip stitch like so. Now I will chain 1 and I am going to fasten off. Leave this end longer so you can hide it later on. So to give you the measurement of this front part completed with the ruffle, I have about 6 inches for my size 38, and it will also stretch a little bit. So as you can see, so that's the length from the toe to the front of my ankle, and then I have about 4 inches wide. Now, before we start to work on the heel part, we will have to place the stitch markers in the front like this. So to create the opening for our slippers, we will have to place the stitch markers in the front. Now, as you can see, there was the place where we slip stitch. Then we will have to skip 2 stitches, and into the third one, we will place a stitch marker. So skip 2 stitches and place a stitch marker. And then you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches in the middle, and into the 6th one you will place a stitch marker like so. Now this is the front of your slipper. We will turn it like this. So we will start to work on the wrong side of our slipper. Where is your stitch marker? The one closer to your ruffle. You will take it out, you will insert your hook, and you will attach the yarn like so. So pull it through and make a knot like this. Leave the end longer so you can hide it later on. Again, insert your hook inside and chain 2 like this. And this chain of 2 will count as your first half double crochet. Now find the next stitch and work a half double crochet, and you will work towards your ruffle. So find the next stitch and work your half double crochet. Find the next stitch and work your half double crochet. So those 2 skipped stitches, we work 2 half double crochet like so. So 1 half double crochet into those 2 skipped stitches. Place your stitch marker on top of the chain of 2 like so. Now there is a place where we slip stitched once we finish the ruffle. Into that place you will work half double crochet as well like this. Now behind that ruffle is a stitch, as you can see here. So at the bottom of that ruffle you will work your half double crochet, so we won't have any gaps. And then you will simply continue placing 1 half double crochet all the way around until you reach the stitch marker, this one here. So work your half double crochet all the way around. So I am here where was my stitch marker. I will take the stitch marker out and I will work my last half double crochet like so. Now I am going to chain 2, and remember this chain of 2 at the start and at the end will count as your half double crochet. So where is the space from where is your chain of 2 coming from? You will skip the 1 because the chain of 2 is counting as your half double crochet. You won't work into the same place. So find the next stitch and work your half double crochet. Now place your stitch marker on top of the chain of 2 like so, and work all the way back to your other stitch marker. So work 1 half double crochet all the way back to your start like so, all the way back to the stitch marker right here. So once you get to the stitch marker you will chain 2 and you will go back, and you will be working like so, there and back, there and back. Once you reach the stitch marker you will chain 2, and don't forget to always work your last half double crochet on top of the chain of 2. So where was your stitch marker? Then you will go back and you will work like so, there and back, there and back. Once you place your foot in, your heel should not be sticking out, as you can see on these pictures here. So you can make these slippers for any size, simply making more or less rows for your size. So I chain 2. Make sure you won't go into the same place where is your chain of 2, because the chain of 2 is counting as your first half double crochet, and you simply working back. Make sure you will place the stitch marker on top of that chain of 2. So simply continue working on your heel for as many rows as you need for your size. So these slippers can be made in any size. Simply just make sure the heel is not sticking out so you can sew it later on. And that's what we have so far. So for my size 5, I have done about 9 rows, but as I said, you can simply make these slippers bigger or smaller, simply just adding more rows or more rounds in the front. So these slippers can be made for any size. Simply just add more rounds in the front or rows at the back for your heel part. Now once we have it, we are going to turn our slippers so the right side is inside, and now we are going to close the heel so the right sides are together, as you can see here. Now we are going to fold it like so. Find the corner on the side closer to you, so that chain of 2, and insert your hook. Now bring the loop from the opposite side and pull it through like this and chain 1. Now just make sure that both sides are nicely together. Now find the stitch on one side and stitch on the opposite side like so. Where is the stitch? There it is. And work your single crochet like so, nice and tight. Find the stitch one side and on the opposite side like so, and work single crochet. And that's how we are going to work all the way down, so we can close our heel completely like so. You could also do this part with the yarn needle if you prefer. So let's just finish like so. We have few stitches left here. And the last one may be a bit trickier, but just make sure you will close it completely, as we don't want any gaps. So like this. Now chain 1 and fasten off. And while we're here, we can simply hide it inside the seam so we don't have to do it later on. Like so. And hide it in the seam. Make sure you hide it properly there and back, so when you wash your slippers, the ends won't come undone. And now cut the yarn, and we are done with this part. And as you can see, it's looking amazing. Now these 2 ends simply you can hide inside the ruffle, or simply pull it through like this with your hook to the wrong side of your slipper and simply hide it inside your rows or to the top. It's totally up to you. Just hide it properly. Give your slipper a stretch a little bit like this. As you can see, it's looking amazing. It's getting this lovely shape. And as I said before, you could add more rows to make it bigger. Just make sure your heel is not sticking out, or simply make the front bigger as well until you reach the front of your ankle. So these slippers can be made for any size, simply just adding more rows at the back for your heel part or more rounds for the front of your slipper. So this is our opening. And now we are going to work on the last part. So find the seam, insert your hook somewhere in the middle, and bring the yarn through like so. Again, leave the end longer so you can hide it later on, or as you work you can also hide it like so. Now insert your hook and chain 1. Now for this part we'll be placing single crochet all the way around. So into the same place where you chain 1, you will work your first single crochet, and you could also place a stitch marker if it's easier for you into your very first single crochet. Now you will simply space your single crochet all the way around. There it is. Stitch marker, always helpful to have it so we know where is our start. And now we can simply continue. So simply work 1 single crochet on top of those rows. As you can see, just try your best, don't need to worry about this too much, as this round of single crochet will be our preparation for the next step, which is the ruffle part. So simply just try your best like so. 1 single crochet on top all the way around. Once you get to a stitch marker, we will slip stitch, and then we will work on our ruffle. Before we do so, I wanted to show you here, as you work all the way around placing your single crochet, if you have a big gap, as you can see here, you simply just work as close to the edge as possible so you won't go very deep into your slipper, because sometimes you may get bigger gaps. But not to worry about this too much for these slippers, because when we create the ruffle you won't see any gaps even if you have them. So we went all the way around, we were placing single crochet as close to the edge as possible, like so, just preparing this round for the next round. So where was my stitch marker? We will simply slip stitch like so to close this round. Now for the next round we are going to chain 2. This chain of 2 is counting as our first half double crochet. So now, as you can see, before we move on, we created this round of single crochet. Now you could add more rounds of single crochet and go a little bit higher, or rounds of half double crochet and go a little bit higher, and then you could create the ruffle. But I decided to go with the ruffle now, but it's totally up to you. You can go higher, let's say maybe 5 or 6 rounds of single crochet or half double crochet all the way around, and then create the ruffle. So it's totally up to you how you going to design your ruffle slippers. So as I said, this chain of 2 is counting as my first half double crochet. I will place 4 more half double crochet into the same place like so, and we will work exactly the same way as we did on the ruffle, in the front. So in each stitch we will work 5 half double crochet. Of course, if you want your ruffle to be more wavy, you can place more than 5 half double crochet in each stitch or less. It's totally up to you. If you want it more wavy, simply put more half double crochet in each stitch around. If you want it less wavy, then you will place less half double crochet in each stitch around. So that's how we are going to continue all the way around, placing our half double crochet in each stitch around. So I am finishing this ruffle round, and I have few stitches left here. And now once you placed your last set of 5 half double crochet, we are going to slip stitch on top of that chain of 2, or you could also slip stitch on top of your first half double crochet, like so, to complete our ruffle. Chain 1 and fasten off, and that's what we have. Of course, you will have to hide all your ends and place your ruffle the way you like. And as you can see, these slippers are super cute. So that's what we have so far. Before we finish, please watch the video at the end of this video how to place a non-slippery treatment for your slippers, as the crochet slippers can be very slippery on the wooden floor. So please add the non-slippery treatment to your crochet slippers. And I have one very good video which I am going to leave at the end of this video. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, please don't forget to like it, share it, and of course don't forget to subscribe to my channel Unique Stitch Designs for more ideas from me, Sylvia. And please don't forget to find me on social medias. I am on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest and TikTok. Thank you very much for watching.